Cowboy Bebop. I don't read manga at all, but I do like the aesthetic a lot. So that's like a JoJo poster there. And I remember seeing that a long time ago, and they're still called Mandarake in Japan. It's a manga store, and it has a lot of vintage toys and stuff. And I love it. I love the art style. It's almost like a Renaissance painting, but it's obviously overtly Japanese. And I like kind of colorful stuff, and that's why I got the hoverboard and stuff. So I like the aesthetic, and I love Japan. I'm such a weeboo. So because anime is such a great, obviously a great creative thing that they do, I just like the aesthetic, but the storylines is kind of too crazy for me. But I want to like it. So if someone can recommend me something that's decent, I'll be glad.
I mean,
maybe we'll have a few recommendations here on the challenge.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'm sure you would like, but it's good that you haven't watched it yet, because this will make this challenge much better.
I'm glad you know that I don't know anything about anything, so like I'm not.
But I'm you know vibes, so I believe in you. I made a little sizzle reel of like clips from you.
Yes, America, I love you. I fucking love you, America. You're the best. But where is he? There he is. Do it. Oh, you stupid bitch! What this does is, actually, I don't really know what it does, but one thing I know it does something to the blood capillaries in your eyes. It is fucking agonizing. Some Japanese person told me that apparently this isn't that good for you. But the first time I used this, I actually thought someone had played a prank on me, and I'd put nail varnish in my eyes and I'd blinded myself. So I'm going to put acid in my eyes right now, and I'm going to do this live on the Johnny Massacre show. Here we go.
The eye drop clip is...
oh my god.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know what this does. I showed the full video to Trisha, and she's watching it like a horror movie. You're like, what it does is, I don't know what it does. Anyway.
I think I might have embellished that a little bit. Maybe I knew what it did, but it's a Japanese thing.
So, first we're going to show you like a anime song, and then we're going to show you like a couple pictures or different posters of the anime that it could be. Okay. And just based on the song and the vibes that you get from the song, you pick which anime it belongs to.
Since it's YouTube, we can only show you 3 seconds of the song, unfortunately. Yeah. Nothing we can do about it, That's
probably for the best. So all I'm doing is matching the song to the anime. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm just trying to guess, that's all. Okay.
And you're a music expert. You made that song that everybody likes that has like billions of views or whatever. I
made a song called Ultrasound. It has 9 million views, and this should kind of validate my opinion on music. I spent all my money on this shit. Ooh, what's that? I know what that is, bruv. That's from Dark Souls, isn't it? It looks like the ring that gives you the fucking stamina.
No, that's the Chloranthy ring, but I don't have an explanation why it's there.
Mate, the autism is hitting like a freight train. Oh my god. I'm in the right company. Not only do you have a Dark Souls ring, you know what it's called. That's amazing. Sorry, hit me. Sorry.
All right, let me give it a play.
Cowboy Bebop.
I'll give you one more play.
It's good. Whatever it is, it's good.
It could be A, Hellsing, B, Kids on the Slope, C, Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop. It's Cowboy Bebop.
X-Driver.
Oh, I like that one in the bottom right. That's best girl, bruv, in the bottom right. Look at her. Oh, man, she's cute.
That's X-Driver. That's a show about self-driving cars have gone rogue, and they have to hunt down the self-driving cars.
Yeah, they're blasting AI.
That sounds cool. I like the sound of that. Is that kind of... What era is that from?
It's an older one. I think it's like 90s.
Yeah, that's a particular era of anime where it looks like that.
I love it. Yeah, that was Cowboy Bebop, whatever that was. And I know I'm right from your reaction. You're such a great host. You're trying not to give a reaction, to not give it away, but I know you're trying to hide it, that I'm right.
The correct answer is Hellsing.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It was a tricky one.
How does that sound anything like the visual that I'm seeing, bruv? Can you play the song again, just so we can actually have a context of how ridiculous it is that that's linked to that visual? I got the Chloranthy ring again, but
clearly it is Hellsing.
Okay, all right.
Don't you see his hat and his glasses?
Okay, yeah. When you mention it like that, yeah, I can see a bit of that.
It's a story about a guy named Alucard, and you may not know this, but backwards.
Yeah, Dracula.
Alucard spells.
I've played Castlevania. Do you know what though? I like the graphic a lot. I like the way the eye's behind it, because when you shift your attention to the glasses and ignore the eye, it's just almost like a completely different character. It's really clever, that graphic. It's very smart illustration. I'm trying to sound intelligent here with my art analysis. Is he a protagonist, like an anti-hero?
But he's like, obviously he's like ripping people's arms off and stuff. He's like very scary.
He's kind of ugly though, which is kind of cool though. He doesn't have a typical like chiseled kind of face or anything.
He's like part of the Helsing organization, which is like hunts vampires and stuff. And then his rival in the show is Father Anderson, I think he's called. And he like says all these Bible verses, and he has these like sword, or I guess they're bayonets or something. He's from the Vatican, so he'll like say Bible verses as he's like fighting and stuff.
I like the way that Christianity has become this muse for Japanese fashion and Japanese creative enterprise, from like video games to anime. So even today I was walking around in this store and there's someone dressed up as Visual Kei and they got this fat crucifix. Definitely they're not Christian. I just find it really interesting how the Japanese could sense there's a lot of like history and meaning and stuff behind this, and they just interpreted it in their own way. It's one of the reasons I like the Castlevania games. I just think the whole way they interpreted that aesthetic is fucking awesome.
I'm also disappointed Kids on the Slope didn't throw you off at all. They're in a band.
Yeah, they're playing jazz.
Yeah, it's an anime about kids playing jazz.
It actually sounds like it belongs with that one, to be fair.
Channel your vibes for this one.
Okay, channeling.
Nobody got you the way I do.
Don't like. Really,
Oh, you don't like One Republic in your anime?
That's One Republic.
One Republic in your anime?
I've never heard a One Republic song. That's my first time. But
Nobody got you the way I do.
do you know what this makes me think of? It makes me think of like really cringeworthy club in Roppongi at 4 a.m. with just loads of absolute ankleways, like just dancing and doing weird shit in Roppongi. I super don't like that.
Ankle weights?
Ankleways, yeah. I mean, it's a pig Latin for wanker, isn't it? Ankleway.
Actually, they did 2 ending themes. This is one of them. For this next anime that you must guess, it is either A, Chainsaw Man, B, Kaiju number 8, C, One Punch Man, or D, Attack on Titan.
There is no fucking way that's in Attack on Titan, because I watched 2 episodes and that song is so far away from Attack on Titan. Absolutely no chance. Do you know what I think it is? Can I ask like a bit of info about this, or can I only go from the cover?
Because you don't know anything about
you can ask
anime.
anything you want.
You can ask the experts. Well,
so
Chainsaw
many
Man
questions.
is about a guy he gets possessed by like a demon that's like a chainsaw demon, and demons are stronger or weaker depending on how many
much you
people are
fear.
scared of the thing.
That's quite a cool concept. Chainsaw Man is mad popular in Japan. I see it all the time in the crane game, the claw machine places. It's everywhere. There's like a little dog with the chainsaw coming out of its head as well, right?
Well, that's the demon, the chainsaw demon that possesses him.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. This is why I don't watch anime, man. Okay.
Well, it transforms into something scary.
But you need the cute animal so you can sell the
The
toy to the
plush.
claw machine so you can make more money. But you can see it doesn't really fit in the story.
But the thing in the top right is Kaiju number 8. Is the cover faithful to what you're seeing in the storyline? Would you say that represents just the general vibe, or are they embellishing it just to make it look cool?
He turns into like a.
Well, he
thing.
turns into a kaiju.
Yeah.
Which is that.
That's like his battle form, and then he goes and fights.
He fights other kaiju out there, yeah.
The song is from what part of this anime?
It's from an ending theme of the first season.
It's not those two. It just can't be. This looks too old, and the one in the
One Punch Man, by the way, if you're looking for like an anime that you want it to be like good, watch the first season of One Punch Man, and you'll be pretty happy.
Do you know what? I'm just gonna go with Chainsaw because it's so mainstream and the song is so mainstream sounding, and I'm just gonna go with Chainsaw Man. I just got a feeling.
You think that Chainsaw Man is so popular, clearly they would hire One Republic to do the ending theme for it.
Yes.
2 ending themes, actually.
Yes.
And the answer is.
Kaiju number 8.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It doesn't make any sense for any of them, but like especially like after you're done watching him like fight giant monsters, and then it fades out to nobody got you the way. Do they clap?
No, but it sounds like there should be clapping.
And it's like a girl who's got like Windows 95 on her computer.
It's a minor character
Yeah.
who gets like no lines during the ending theme.
Yeah.
Is just like laying around on
She-
her laptop.
Yeah,
while the
it's like a
song
lazy
plays.
Saturday morning. She's like stretching and like like getting her coffee, and like
It's so weird.
and like her desktop has like Windows 95, and she's like opening files of like clips of stuff.
But I mean, this all makes sense though. But again, this is why I just don't watch it, because it's so random. There's so much stuff going on. It's actually not that surprising. So for the next one, I'm basically going to pick the one that I don't think it is, because it's probably going to be that.
Interesting strategy there, Cotton. We'll see how that plays out.
So I guess then we'll go over to the next song.
Oh, is this my favorite?
I think it is your favorite.
Oh yeah, 5 seconds.
Okay, that's slightly better. I like that.
And go.
Wrestling with that song. Fucking hell, that's a lot. Okay.
Our options are A. Naruto, B. Gangsta, C. Samurai Champloo, or D. Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's C or B. So, because I think it's C or B, it's not going to be C or B. Check out this for 4D chess. So it's going to be...
Okay.
It's going to be one that I probably least think it is. A or D. I like the way you've lettered that there. That's very... what's Gangster about? Tell me in 3 words.
They're gangsters.
You've never watched it.
I watched the first episode because everyone wouldn't shut up about it. They're gangsters. I think maybe they're supposed to be like Italian mafia or something. Because the town kind of looks Italian. Someone is Japanese and they're a super badass and they're like, oh, you're from Japan. I'm pretty sure that's this show.
Sure.
I can appreciate the artistry, but I just find it, maybe grotesque isn't the word, but there's something a little uncanny valley or a little bit creepy about it. Maybe it's just me. You guys seem to know nothing about this one, so like, it's not music for this. You'd only do music with something you actually were interested in. So... Yu-Gi-Oh! I've met plenty of people who are autistic for Yu-Gi-Oh! People come out to Japan and they ask me, where can I get the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards in Akihabara? And I tell them, even Japanese people don't really care about this. But yeah, this is something.
Well, you know, the writer for Yu-Gi-Oh! He died recently saving an American soldier and a woman who were drowning, and then he died from inhaling too much water.
Holy shit. Wait, what a fucking hero. What a fucking hero. Was he still prolific when he died?
I mean, I think the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise is still fairly relevant today.
Yeah,
like, they're still putting out more content for it.
I don't know if the card game is popular. I don't know how popular the anime is, because I watched a recent season of it, and I would have rather been tortured. Like, well, there's a bunch of series, right? Because it's like different characters each time. There was one that just had the funniest, like, return from the commercials thing. It was like...
Now let's get up to speed with Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds!
Because it's like racing and Yu-Gi-Oh! Where they're playing the cards and they're racing. And it was like this weird communist story, because it was like everybody on this island, it's all bad on the island. And then if only we could get across the bridge to the nice city, everything would be nice.
They have a card game, and then the characters in the cards are like real, like they have souls.
They were captured by the ancient Egyptians, I believe. Yeah. Those are ancient Egyptian gods behind them.
Okay. I'm quite liking this. You're selling it to me. What decade is Yu-Gi-Oh! This anime?
Like early 2000s.
If you didn't catch the lyrics, he's saying, yeah. Hi.
That shit ain't Naruto. So that means it is Naruto. So I'm going to go with the one that I really don't think it is, which is Naruto.
Naruto's not the worst.
Oh, for fuck, I got it wrong again.
That song comes from the CD Music to Duel by
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I kind of wanted to pick that one, but I have no strat. now. Okay, if I can get one, I'll be happy.
I believe that song that we just played you a clip from was actually from 4Kids, the 4Kids version of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rather than like the official Japan music.
I think is the song actually called Time to Duel?
I think so.
And then there's a part in it where they go like, Time to Duel. So the best character ever is Seto Kaiba. He's like this super egotistical character. He's like one of my favorite anime characters. He literally like he owns a company that like has something to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! They do like a kind of like kid logic, like it's a hostile takeover, and like they don't really explain what that is. And so he's gotta get his company back, And then he literally goes, like, "It's takeover time by me." The whole show he's like mean and stuff, and like he's like the rival bully character for the main character, but he's got a heart of gold. You can't see the coattails, but he has these like ridiculous coattails that just stay frozen in place in this like ridiculous pose all the time.
Interesting to hear the Japanese and hear what those kind of lines were, because they obviously take liberties with the translation and become something else.
The translation for Yu-Gi-Oh was very, very localized.
And then the famous localization with Yu-Gi-Oh is they edited out the guns and had people pointing at each other. Bandit Keith.
Bandit Keith.
He's like super jacked and he has like this crazy chin. You've probably seen like the meme version of him. And he like jumps over and then pulls out his hand and is like, "All right, you're done for." And
let's give it a go. So a little more metal on that one.
you're like despair. It's so funny.
That was something. That's a bit similar to the last one, but even more evil.
Similar to the last one.
For me.
I don't really see the similarity, but all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was the same one for a second. I'm expecting this to be. I can't see the cover yet. I'm expecting it to be some demon. It has to be demon related. It's got to be demon related. It's like descending into the abyss, that one.
So we have our choices. A, High School of the Dead.
It's got to be that one. It has to be.
B, Death Note. C, Baki the Rock. Or D, Baki the Grappler.
I mean, I don't know what to say, really. It's overtly Japanese, not for the Western market at all. And that means I kind of like it, because I like Japanese stuff. They're very muscly. It kind of reminds me a little bit of, this is very nerdy comment, by the way, but Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I remember there was I can't remember which artist it was. What's his name? Akiman or something. I think it was him. And he did like really muscular characters. So it kind of looks a little bit like 90s to me. I don't really like it that much, to be honest. I don't want to watch this. I find the characters quite ugly. But it might be amusing. I feel that there might be some weird kind of silly, ridiculous storylines going on there. But
what are you leaning towards?
do you know what? It could be A, B, or C. I said it was monster related. High School of the Dead clearly is monster related. Death Note, I've heard of this. This definitely has at least a strong cult following. And I think there's some messed up monsters in that. But then Baki the Grappler, it could be, that would also be a good theme song for that. Can you play it one more time, please? It's not going to be wrestling. It can't be. It just can't. Why would you put death metal with wrestling?
Isn't like Triple H's theme song The Game?
Actually, no, you're totally right. You're totally right with that. Yeah, no, that was very similar. I'm going to go with Death Note. It just feels like Death Note.
All right. And the correct answer is Death Note.
Okay. I feel so happy. I feel so happy.
Now, how do you think you're going to compare to the folks at home playing in the comments?
I mean, they're going to absolutely kick my ass. Like, there's no question. They've all got more than I have. All of them. Every single person. Because anyone watching this channel knows a little bit about. I don't know anything about anime. The one anime I like is Akko, like Project Akko or Aiko, whatever that was. Do you remember? Like, it was the 90s thing. So Japanese don't know it either, but in the 90s, they decided to try to sell anime in the West, and they just picked a bunch of random titles. One of them was Project Akko or Aiko, and it's about this schoolgirl who's best friends with Biko, but then there's Seiko who's jealous of Aiko and Biko, and they have a fight, but then there's big mechs and giant robots and stuff. But it's very, very silly, but I just really like the art style. The 80s and 90s, I find it looks awesome. So that was pretty much the only one I liked, but mechs, giant robots.
Really great like 90s OVAs especially that have a lot of really great like aesthetics and really nice animation. The only issue is they're like just kind of an OVA, so it's something that they make to sell people on making it into a series, which is why it's very well polished. But a lot of them don't actually end up being a series afterwards.
Well, if someone can recommend me one thing to watch, and a lot is riding on that. If it's good, I might break out into a few more. If it's bad, that might be it for me in anime.
You don't like anything like relaxing or slow?
Nah. Needs some explosive shit. It's just coming to me. The other anime I saw that I kind of liked was Lupin, like Lupin the Third. I think that's what it's called.
Lupin, yeah, people love that.
Dude, I saw one where he's driving in a car at the beginning. There's a car chase, and the animation was just unbelievably good. And it's a bit, you know, he likes the ladies. It's not very politically correct. I just thought, no, this is kind of cool. That looked really cool, and the storyline wasn't so wild. I did like that one.
And this is a freebie for the folks at home, probably.
It's all riding on this.
All right, last one. Let's go.
I know this fucking song. I know this fucking song. Like, people sing this. The amount of times I've been wasted in karaoke and some girl puts that shit on. That goes off that one.
Imagine. Now, your options are A, Keijo.
By the way, probably another one you would like. This is a story about a sport in which girls have to knock each other off of a floating platform into a pool, but they can only use their boobs or their butts.
Say no more.
B, Trinity Blood.
That looks like Castlevania. What the hell?
Yeah,
It's going for the same aesthetic for
like
sure.
the same thing you were talking about before, where like they take Christianity and make it a really cool like aesthetic.
Liking that.
And then there's C, Neon Genesis Evangelion. And D, Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust.
If you're curious what the D stands for in Vampire Hunter D, by the way, it is Dracula.
C, and that's C. That's C. It has. I just remember like the girl's fingernails on the karaoke tablet, like typing Evangelion and that coming on.
All right, correct answer is C,
That's
Neon
fucking good.
Genesis Evangelion.
I did learn one thing living in Japan 16 years. I actually wouldn't have known what it was without the image, but yeah.
Not even joking, Keijo is actually a really well-made anime.
It pokes fun at other anime.
It's very funny, but it's one of those things that it's like you can't watch too many. You can't really watch more than one episode at a time.
Too much at once, and then it stops being funny.
You get like a headache. It's not even that. You get like a headache from laughing too much.
No, I like the look of Keijo. I'm all about this. What you said was fucking hilarious. And it's a little bit like Eiko, the one I mentioned, because it's like these girls at school doing stupid stuff like fighting and stuff. I could do it. I could do it. If it's a bit silly.
It's really funny. And
well, anyways, respect to what you're doing, respect to your consistency, and your viewers are lucky to have you. You're an awesome team. You're a great couple. I feel the synergy, the energy, and just keep on going. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming and doing this challenge with us.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
Program restart.